Hello,
Oh, hello.
Jack.
what's going on, Jack? What's your take?
Well, my take is whether he's innocent or guilty of whatever you're talking about, it doesn't actually matter because Trump
Oh, it
is.
does.
Well, it doesn't though. Trump is an unstoppable force. He's going to be the candidate.
And what did he
I'm
lose?
sorry, he lost. Yeah, why did he lose in 2020? Let's start there. Or why did he lose in
Well, I'm
2020
not
then if he's
talking. I
unstoppable?
don't think he's. Well, I'm not saying he's going to win the presidential election. I'm just saying he's going to be the Republican nominee. Like
Oh
that
yeah,
will
I
happen.
We
know
don't
that.
doubt that.
Yeah, I know that's
So
going to be the case. I doubted it for a minute, but I think
regardless
that's going to be the case.
regardless of what crimes he's committed or whatever, it doesn't actually matter. So I'll just say that that's really my only point.
If he's convicted, he's gonna. If he's convicted, he's gonna
He
lose the
can't be
election.
convicted. He can't be
They can.
convicted. He's above it.
No, he's being
Nobody's above
charged.
it.
He has a trial coming up in April. I mean, it got moved back a month, but he got a trial coming up at the end of April.
We live in two different worlds. He will never be in a jail cell. He's going to be running. He's going to be on TV debating.
So it started
Biden.
with
That's what's gonna
conviction.
happen.
It started with conviction. So here's the thing. It started with conviction. Now you've said he's never going to be in jail. So number one, I think he will. But number two, it's not going to happen until after the election. But as far as a conviction,
I think
yeah, that could happen
it
before the
definitely
election.
not happen after the election. Then he's completely safe.
Jack, do you
He won't be
worship
safe
old
after
men?
the election.
Wait, what?
Do you always worship old men?
Do I always worship old men?
How old are you,
That's
Jack?
like so stupid.
How old are
I'm
you?
24.
Okay, we're about the same age range. But my level of confidence isn't nearly as much as yours is. How are you so sure that things are just going to be the way of the winner for Donald Trump?
Oh, look, I actually like Biden. I think he's done a lot of good things. So I don't want you guys to think I'm like some Republican coming on here. But the fact of the matter is there are certain people throughout world history that we live in their wake. We live in their world. We live in Trump's world. We can't the society will not allow him to be convicted. It just won't happen.
His first case is in April. It's almost certainly going to be out of
Yeah,
his
but you
hands.
guys are like legalists or something. I'm talking on a bigger level. Like
Legalist?
that actually won't even matter.
It will, because half of the Republican voting base is saying that they won't vote for him pending a conviction. It's why something like,
Well,
I don't know the exact numbers, but a substantial share of Nikki Haley voters are saying that they're going to be donating, they're going to be voting
Nikki
for
Haley
Joe Biden.
voters,
Yes.
there are none.
She's gotten 3 million votes in the primary.
Again, I don't think you guys realize
I don't think
the
you realize
type
it's
of.
not exactly as easy for Donald Trump. Even in a ghost primary that she's running in right now, he's still getting some
Hi, Bradley.
substantial shares of people that are voting against him.
Well, I'm sure there's people voting against him, but Trump is an unstoppable force.
You keep saying
Like,
Really
that,
not.
he's not going to win.
He's
Going
really
I mean,
not.
candidate.
dude, he got
And
hit
you all
with
know it,
$600
too.
million in fines. So he's not beyond reproach. He has 4 criminal indictments still outstanding. It's
Bro, I
coming
saw
down,
Criminal
Donald Trump.
indictments,
I saw Donald Trump
fines.
doing a scratch off yesterday at the 7-Eleven. Like, bro, he's really trying it right now.
Was he selling shoes? Yeah. I need your buddy. I need your buddy for my shoes so I can go buy some scratch off lotto tickets and hope to make a dent.
Spit shine your
Isn't that
shoes,
fucking
spit
crazy?
shine.
Even if this guy, isn't that fucking wild? Even if Donald Trump won the fucking Powerball tomorrow, he would still not have enough money to cover what he fucking owes. That's
What y'all
fucking
think's gonna happen
wild.
Monday?
I don't know. Donald Trump is claiming he has the money. Pay it.
So, like,
I don't know.
he's
I mean,
claiming that he had the money, but like in the deposition, he said he didn't have the money, though, right?
well, he said
I could've
it
sworn
both
that's what he
ways.
said.
Like,
Oh.
yeah, he said he had the money, and then his lawyer said that he didn't. His lawyer said he didn't, and then
So
he said,
now-
"No, I do." So now it's up in the air. I don't know. It's going to come down to. I mean, he's losing it on True Social, so my guess is he couldn't come up with the money. And
Yeah,
it's
all
one thing to
caps.
say like, okay, well, they're going to sheriff sale his shit, but he's going to lose value on it. You know what I mean? Like them sheriffs, so they're going to
Yeah.
take way more money than he's going to owe on it. You know, plus I think about it like this: like he has hundreds of liens on his properties, which all has to be paid too. So
Yeah.
like that, the judgments for those will just be handed off to the sheriff when they sell it. So I don't know. Do I think they seize his property? Maybe.
Yeah,
We'll see.
she might send them in. I wonder if she's going to send those sheriffs into, because they can go into financial institutions too and seize his assets too.
Yeah.
So I wonder which way Letitia's going to go on that one.
Again, I
think
feel like you guys
she's gonna
are
have to
just
go for both.
legalists.
What?
I don't know what
Legalist?
Talking about
legalist means.
fines.
The fuck?
It means that you're not seeing the forest for the trees.
Yeah, we are.
My guy, he just had to pay $90 million. He has to pay 520, it's like $520 million.
Or what?
It's the principal plus interest. So it'll be 460 plus 20%, which would be like a
Or
500
what?
plus $1 million. Or they seize his assets.
That won't happen.
Yes,
I don't know why you mean it won't happen.
Wait,
They've already
What's
filed
the
a
argument for
judgment.
that? What's the argument for
Can't
that?
not happen.
Well,
There is a
Do you have
judgment
any-
set
Do
up.
you have any idea how many
There is a
billionaires are
deadline.
in prison today? People that have way more money than Donald Trump are sitting in prison rotting right now.
Oh yes, but it's not about money. It's really not. Like he could go broke tomorrow. He'll still have he will still be the person we live in their wake.
I don't
I don't
live
think
in
a broke Donald
fucking
Trump will
shit
win.
of Donald Trump.
But you do, whether you like it or not. We all do.
I literally
We live in
don't.
his
He is an
era.
ex-president who is scrambling to try to save his own life. No, I don't live.
That
Nobody
might be
lives in
true.
shit of his.
But you do.
Seriously, your obsession with this man and your worship of this old man is creepy as fuck.
I really don't worship him. I don't even really. I'm kind of indifferent about him, to be honest.
No, you're
I just
in
know what he
here fucking
represents.
sucking him up hard, dude. Like, it's creepy.
Yeah, he represents failure. He's lost 7 of the last elections consecutively. I don't see how now he's going to bounce back with the surprising comeback. The guy's not Grover Cleveland. He's not anywhere near as popular as he was last time he ran. I'd say he's worse. And I gave you the numbers earlier, but in his primary, he's not doing as well as he did last time, even with no one running against him at this point.
Well, I'm not even saying he'll win.
What's your point?
I'm just. Well, he's definitely not going to jail, and he's definitely going to be the Republican nominee.
No one's arguing that he won't be. He's already got enough delegates.
But he's
Wait,
also
what do you-
not going to jail.
I know you keep
We don't
saying
know
that, but what is your argument for that?
Well, I can't give you statistics or facts or anything like that. I'm really looking at this from a truly objective philosophical stance.
Okay, let's look at
No,
through
you aren't.
let's look at through an
What? That's not
objective.
objective.
Let's look at through an objective lens. Okay, hold on. Let's look at through it at an objective lens. Let me make sure I'm not lagging here really quick. And then Donald Trump tried to overthrow the United States government. Donald Trump tried to undermine our institution of democracy. Donald Trump took classified documents that were incredibly sensitive. Okay, in the commission of pretty much all of those crimes, he used the power that he held as presidency to threaten people to do what he wanted. Okay. In the Georgia case, he purposefully threatened numerous different people to try and get them to violate their oaths of office and make him the president. He did the same thing in January 6th. He did the same thing with numerous different people, his own lawyers. He did it with the Secretary of State, where these people are getting threats. They're getting people showing up to their house. They have to move. This happened with, and he's directed people at Alvin Bragg, Ruby Freeman, and Shay Moss. Literally anybody that crosses this guy, he continues to put them in the sights. And that is allegations that are against him in criminal court. He continues to do those things against the judges, against the prosecutors, against his own lawyers. He is leveraging his platform so that these people get swatted, they get unaliving threats, they get frickin' envelopes in the mail, the list goes on. Under what world was somebody looking at this going, for instance, the documents case? This guy very clearly broke the law. These crimes carry, I think, as a 10 or 20 year sentence maximum. It's between 10 and 20 years. They carry those and he has multiple of them. And he is using his platform to threaten people and has not learned a single thing, has not admitted any wrongdoing, and continues to do what he's doing. If you're a judge in that circumstance and you're given the opportunity to sentence Donald Trump, where you've had your family threatened, for instance, and then go on, he's had his family threatened, his wife threatened, his son threatened, the law clerk threatened. He's got swatted, got doxxed, had people show up to his house. Did people show up to his house? I have to check on that one. But he's had numerous different threats. Probably. He's had numerous different threats to his life. The list goes on. And if you're a judge in that circumstance where you're getting threats on a regular basis and you're given the task of charging and convicting, of sentencing this person that has in every way shown no remorse, doubled, tripled, quadrupled down, and you've had threats against your own family, what incentive does any one of these judges have to say, nah, you get a suspended sentence?
Well, I actually don't think judges even have any power over this. I think it's actually.
Well,
bigger
you
than
thought
What?
wrong.
What?
I mean, we'll see.
You thought wrong.
One of us is
So who
the nice
does?
thing about this. Is
Okay, well,
one
let's
of us
just
is gonna
simplify.
be
Right, let's just simplify this as best as I can tell you. In Georgia, if he is convicted on a RICO charge, it's a 5-year mandatory minimum with a maximum of 20 years. You cannot serve it at home. You cannot be removed. You have to be in a DOC facility. This is in their state statute.
Right. It won't matter.
Why?
What does that mean?
I don't. I feel like I'm going in circles in here. I know I'm probably coming across as a
You're
troll
not
or
answering.
something.
You're not
You're not
answering.
coming
just
across
saying.
as a troll. You're coming across as delusional.
It's just it's
Well,
feelings, I guess.
You're just
No, it's not
making
even that.
exactly what it is.
declarative
Looking-
statements without substantiating them.
I'm looking at things 10 years from now, 20 years from now.
You seen the fucking
20 years
future, bro?
Dead by then.
Nine-
Turn your
97
camera on.
by then.
Show us your tarot cards. Let's fucking go.
Doesn't really matter
Like-
whether it's Biden or the universe is about to end a trillion years from now. It doesn't really matter actually. I'm not. What do you think? Like, what do you think is more important? That like 5-10 years down the road, that you're just like, oh, it doesn't really matter.
Well, I guess you guys are looking. I mean, I assume you guys are all liberals, and that's fine. But you guys are
Leftists.
looking at headlines.
Yeah,
about-
don't insult me. I'm not a liberal. I'm a leftist.
We're looking at numbers.
Okay, you're even got it. You're even farther.
We're looking at raw
But yeah,
data.
you guys are looking at headlines.
All right. I don't know where this is
What does
going.
say?
I just
I'm not looking at headlines. I'm looking at the
What are
laws
you
and
looking
statutes in
at?
this country. So I don't. Yeah, what are you looking at?
Say I'm looking at trends.
No, you're not. I listed what
Vibes,
the
bro.
trends are
Look.
within his race, and you deflected
Look,
from me.
I'll leave now.
He's
but,
underperforming. That's the trend. He's underperforming nationally.
and that might be
He's
true,
being
but
outraised. It is true.
look, one of us is going to be right. He's either going to be in jail or he's going to be the Republican nominee. One of us will be right.
We know he's going to be the nominee. That's not what's under contention here.
Well, if he's the nominee, then he won't be going to jail. Well, one of us will be right. We'll see.
It won't be you.
Well, okay.
listen, man. When you're listen, here's the thing. Okay, yours is just a guess. It's just your feelings. There's a 50. It's not even a 50-50 you're right, but there's a possibility that you're right, and you will feel emboldened if you are, even though it was not built on sound logical reasoning, just your feelings.
Correct.
I thought you said it was objective.
It's not.
We do not care.